Shadow Coast here, and welcome back to Star Citizen. In this episode, we're going to provide a guided tour to Levski in the Delamar system. This is one of my favorite, call it cities or towns, just because it's awesome in general. Just the look, sound, and feel that grit. So we're going to get to it. We're actually waking up in the Hab area, and we're going to run to each shop and point of interest and outline exactly how to get there. So there are four shops. We have Teacher's shop that sells a variety of ships. I believe they're mostly Drake oriented, but we can take another look. So we're going to actually exit here. We also have Dumper's Depot, which sells ship components. There are some decent components here, not the best. I would say New Babbage is probably the best. We have Cordy's, which sells armor. And we have the Conscientious Objects, which sells personal weapons. And then I think we can also acquire crypto keys here. We can get some food and some other stuff. So we're just exiting the hab. I'm actually reading my notes as I move. That's why I'm looking away from the screen. All right, so we enter the, call it main customs area. So we're going to outline where customs is. It's actually over here to the right. So if you're waking up in the area, you head out, exit, and head to the right, and customs is here. This is the area where if you do land and you come down, this is where you'll come out on customs. You can head through there into the city. So one piece here is Teaches is over here. So we can call the elevator, head up to Teaches. We will do that. Teaches ship shop. And we're actually heading. I have no idea if we're heading up or down, but we're heading to Teacher's shop. So this is one of the four shops we're going to outline, heading over to Teaches. And one thing I love about this is if you stand up here, you can just take a look. Look at all these ships. Obviously, you have the panel. They sell a bunch of different stuff. We can get some hovercraft, some RVs. We'll take a quick minute, guided tour. So this is Teaches. You can see the Aurora over here. A few Auroras. Got the Freelancer, or actually Prospector, not the Freelancer, the Prospector. And we can see how much it costs. That's a fair number of C-bills, 2 million. I think this is the Hornet, which is a million. The Buccaneer, and some ground vehicles. Dragonfly, Yellow Jacket. I'll take a really quick look at the screen, just so you can see what you can buy here, if that is helpful. You can head over here to the screen, and if we look here, we have some different items. So we have Anvil, where we can get the Hornet for 1.4 million. We have these kind of personal transports. We have the Blade. Whoa. So we can get some, I believe, I think this is alien tech. This is 3 million, 3.3 million UEC. We are far off from that. We can get the Prospector, and we can get Doom Buggy, Aurora, LN, and CL. So that's what we have here. We're going to head over and continue our tour. We're going to prioritize grabbing the other shops first. So next up is Cordy's. So we're going to head back up to Customs. Cordy's is armor. For these other shops, we will head to the terminal, but we're not going to review everything that they have. I did buy my gear set here. Cordy's. I personally like this helmet, which I'll outline when I get there. So we're at Customs. These are to the hangar bays. We're going to walk through Customs, and we're going to head to one of two elevators. You can pick the left or the right, but this is going to head down to the Grand Barter where the other shops are located. So we'll call the elevator. So we're going to Cordy's. Like I said, it sells armor coming up here. They have some nice armor sets as we're heading down. I'll just kind of show you one of the armor sets I have. I think it looks super cool. So we have our Morningstar helmets. We have the Inquisitor gray set. I think it looks cool. It's one of the main sets I use just because I like the aesthetics. So we're exiting the elevator. This is the Grand Barter. So we're going to head down into here. And this is where we access the remaining shops I was speaking about. So we're going to head around this, then up this ramp. It can be confusing. And this is the Grand Barter. So we'll take a look. Now if we head down the stairs over here to the right, we keep kind of running straight. This is Cordy's. So let's open the door. We're going to run through here. Hopefully not a pile of blood there. It is open. So this is Cordy's. They have some interesting armor sets. This particular one I think is pretty awesome. So you can see here, this is the duct tape set. I wouldn't trust it, but you could buy it if you so choose. Another kind of patchwork set, so very gritty, like the feel. And then here we can see just a few items. We can get some undersuits, armor, a few various sets. Again, I got the Inquisitor um, gray set if you like that. So that's Cordy's. Down here on this bottom level of the Grand Barter, there are a few other items we're going to call out. So one is food. If you head over to this guy, I don't really know. He has a little open sign. BO3A08 or oh 06, excuse me. This guy sells a few items that are helpful. So he sells water if you're thirsty. He sells some bars where you can get some snacks. He also sells some crypto keys. You can take a look here. Levski and a few others. I don't think these are as good as the ones you can get on Grim Hex. But if you're in a jam and you want to grab it, you can pick crypto keys up at Levski. So we're just going to tour around here, and then we're going to head back up the stairs. Our next shop is a Conscientious Objects, which is on the other side. So this is where we entered a Grand Barter. So if you head right once entering, you can open up the Conscientious Objects. Wow. Store. And here we're just going to head to the terminal. We can buy personal weapons. They do have railguns here, which are pretty cool. Assuming this loads, you can get attachments, and you can get one item that is helpful, especially if you're looking to steal ships. So check out some of my videos on that if you're interested. And that is the Oxy Torch Cutter attachment. So I'd pick up a few of these. You can cut your way into pretty much any ship if you get close enough EVAing. They have interesting weapons here. You can get a combat knife, so recommend you pick up one or two of those. Frag grenades, sniper rifles, pink flares, which are helpful, and then they have railguns. They also have the, and it looks like sometimes this happens when I'm scrolling too fast. It's going to take a second, but we should be back up and running. There we go. They also have the Animus missile launcher. So personal weapons. Oh, sorry. One other thing. This is where we pick up in utility. We can pick up our med pens and oxy pens. Always good to stay stocked up on those, which is great. And obviously we can pick up the multi-tool. They also sell the drill bit, FPS drill bit. So first person mining, you can also pick up the tools for that. So this is Conscientious Objects. We're going to head back to the entrance to the Grand Barter. So we entered from here, and we're going to swing a left this time. and then take another left through this door, and then take a right over to Dumper's Depot. Depot, that's where we can get ship components. Again, they sell some decent equipment, but the pickings are slim compared to New Babbage. So let's take a look over here at this screen, so you can just see kind of the items. Obviously, they have missiles, mining lasers, missiles. They have Strike Force 2s. It really depends on your style, what you're going for. Propulsion, they have several drives. None of these I would use, just for my play style. Systems, they have coolers, power plants, shield generators. The one item I will say I like about this place is for shield generators, they have the FR66, which are pretty solid, and I believe they have the Mirage. Um, yeah, they have the Mirage, also solid shields. And then weapons, nothing to write home about. They do have um, various gimbal mounts, and then obviously weapons that you can attach. We'll get into that in another episode. So this is Dumper's Depot, kind of tucked back here. We're not quite done with our tour yet. There is a point of interest that I want to call out, and that is the borehole. And there's actually a character we can talk to. So here, we're actually going to run past Dumper's Depot and go into the guts of Levski. And we're going to go talk to, I believe her name's Reko, down by the borehole. So we're just doing a tour. You can see Levski, the inner machinery that keeps it working, some of the turbines. And I'm just going to stay silent so you can hear and experience it. Just looks and feels awesome. So we head over here. I believe this is an elevator. And it's just going to drop us down a floor. And then we can run back up. We're going to go down before we go up. Just do a full kind of circuit here. Got a fair amount of activity down here. Seems to be people milling around. We're going to keep heading up. Kind of coming full circle. And this is an elevator we could have taken. Or sorry, another route we could have taken. This is the borehole station. And let's take a minute, see how things are going. Look at that, she has a prosthetic leg.
Nice to see you again.
Let's talk about shopping.
As long as you're not too particular, the market might do for you. We have the bare necessities, but every few cycles someone will dig up something more interesting. Ah, then you'll be wanting to see me. Name's Reko. I see to the boring, fiddly bits for most of the miners work in the area. Dig site claims, equipment orders, or transfers and the like. For most jobs, the terminal will set you up. But if you're after something with a bit of air on it, best to talk to me direct. If you'd like, I can see to setting you up with something now. Nothing too big, but it'll let us see how we feel about working together. Sound all right to you? Great. I'll take a scan through now. may be a contract I could toss your way.
So I just wanted to highlight. Um,
Unfortunately, things are a bit slow right now. I'll keep you in mind if...
oh, all right. Things are slow, so no contract for now, but more to come.
Come on now.
And we're just gonna keep running through and head back. There is two other panels I want to highlight to finish out our tour. So we are back where we started, where we came down near the two elevators. This is the Grand Barter. We're going to actually go back up to customs in the residential area. And we're going to highlight two other helpful panels. Um, so the first is the mining panel and then the trading panel. Pretty straightforward. Alright, so if you're coming out of customs and heading to the left, coming out of customs, up here we have kind of admin and we have two sets of panels. So we have the refinery. So I think we can probably leverage the refinery for mining purposes. And then over here we have our trading panel. So we can buy different things. Iodine's going for 0.35, hydrogen here. And so we will kind of highlight this panel a little bit later on. But if you are making hauls to and from Levski, can take a look here. So definitely check out my video on trading. Um, which you should be able to find on my channel. Hopefully you found this helpful. As always, I appreciate a subscribe and a thumbs up. Let me know if this guided tour was helpful. If you want more of these, I can do it for New Babbage and Lorville and all the other locations if it is helpful. So please let me know. And thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you in another episode. Shadow Coast out.